Welcome back, everyone. This is Si Wing Yi, and today's title is Income Property is the quote Swiss Army knife, end quote. All right, so without further ado, let me share my screen. Before I begin, if you see value on this presentation, please smash the like button and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. And finally, subscribe to my weekly email newsletters by clicking the link on my website below you so you can become a free member of our real estate investment group so you will receive weekly email newsletters about how to become a real estate investor regardless of your financial situation, regardless of your experience level, regardless of the financial resource you have, and regardless of where you live in the US or in the world for that matter. All right, so yeah, here we are. Income property is Swiss Army knife. Now, today's presentation, I'm going to share about my own personal experience. I'm using one of my property to go over the why a income property and rental property is a Swiss Army knife. You can slice a object in every which way possible. There's a lot of flexibility, there's a lot of negotiation, and there's a lot of different ways you can make money and create generational wealth by owning income properties. Right. So this is a slide, it's an excerpt of my communication with my practice manager on this particular one property. So just keep that in mind, just bear that in mind that I just want to have you experience the aspects that I'm walking through scenario that can happen, that could very well happen to any of your income property. Of course, depending on your situation, where is your income property located, just keep it open mind. It's a beginning communication with my property manager. As you can tell, I'm delegating my professional property managers to manage all my rentals. But that something's about to change. But here we go. All right. So this recent communication concerning one of my property, like I said, the property manager says, "Good evening, Mr. Yi. Updating you that we have sent the lease to the applicant. I'm changing over to another tenant. My previous tenant have left, and my property manager has cleaned out the house and ready to relist for another potential tenant." Let me see what he says. He's the last offer by this prospective tenant. This tenant was willing to pay an extra $150 per month on top of the list price. Instead of my annual standard 12 months lease, this one motivated prospective tenant wants to sign an 18 months lease. And she wants to pay $150 more per month than my original lease price, which is my original lease price was $2,445, right? No, $2,400 approximately. And he's willing to pay $150 more for $2,545 until August 2024, which is 10 months from whatever, last month. Another applicant of the top one that our property manager has vetted among many inquiries, which is one property. Another property was a couple work as a valet in a local resort company. They have a monthly combined income of $6,000, good credit score, etc. Oh, by the way, this applicant up here, he is a maintenance worker, full-time W2, makes about 100 grand per year, fully qualified, decent credit, so stable job and all that. My property manager also said the adult two is working, I already told you, good debt income ratio, no criminal history. They're willing, this couple, young couple, work at the nearby resort, wants to stay for 2 years lease. And the property manager asked me, "What do you think? You want to take another top tenant? You want to take this young couple working at a resort who wants to stay for 24 months lease? Or the other worker, a maintenance worker above that wants to pay $150 more per month and 18 months lease?" There's a bidding war going on among the renters, which is, come to think about it, is being played out all over the country. In case you have not heard, right now we are in the greatest renters nation in the history of America, meaning there are more tenants, there are more potential renters than there are available homes to rent due to the home affordability factors, due to the fact it's so hard to buy a house these days. So we have a lot of people are entering the rental pool if you will. So he's in my property manager lead. One when this when my house was listed for rent using the various marketing sources, our property manager has provided me with the initial number of leads, 51 leads for this house, and the 24 of them were pre-qualified. 17 were scheduled to visit the house on an appointment. And then actually there are 13 buildings, 13 highly qualified prospective tenants that wants to lease this particular house. And of course, we narrowed down to the two. So ultimately, here it is. And then my property manager continued with the feedback. And then, as you can see, general inquiry 40, qualified leads 30, completed showings 10, actual. So here are some of the feedback my property manager has related to me. They all like the house, good clean location, perfect for them, the whole 9 yards. And so all these applications being processed by my property manager. So I decided to lease out to the maintenance worker, the single individual, make $100,000 per year, and he's willing to pay $150 above and beyond our original lease for 18 months. So that's good. So good for him. So bear in mind, 2545 monthly lease. Now, that is a long-term tenant situation, long-term rental methodology. I'm going to introduce you to what I call it another real estate asset class, which is exploding and tremendously all over the country and all over the world for that matter, as a result of the remote work. So you can also use your income property, depending on what's the location, how desirable it is, what have you. You could convert your property into a medium-term rental. Okay, medium-term rental, renting the house more than 30 days, but less than 365 days. So we all heard about short-term rental, 30 days or less, and of course the long-term rental, which is my forte for many years, and along with hundreds of our clients, real estate investors that are doing long-term rental, annual renewable lease. This is the cookie cutter, bread and butter investment strategy that has been around for a long time, long-term rental, right? Now, the new asset class is mid-term rental or medium-term rental. As I told you, I took the liberty of going into Furnish Finder, which is a very great website that can help you with that. And also, you can do whatever. By the way, you can market your medium-term rental using Airbnb as well, not just Furnish Finder. Anyway, I compare my house to a neighboring house that are doing a medium-term rental on an apple-to-apple comparison. And here's what I found a short while back. This particular is charging $3,800. Minimum 30 days stay, as you can see, available 1 April 2023. And so think about it. Now, if you could rent out to a traveling nurse or anybody who's willing to do a medium-term rental, which is a lot of people, I don't have time to talk about it on this video. Just watch my subsequent videos on the previous videos, which I started doing on the medium-term rental situation. I have the ability, once my lease is over, 18 months, can it be any sooner? Okay, I don't know. To potentially convert my long-term rental into a medium-term rental and start charging, currently, in my situation, charging $25.45, I believe, per month. I can charge potentially, if the comparables I saw is reasonable and true and realistic, I could very well charge $3,800 if I convert my income property at some point in the future. Yeah. So 2545 from 3,800, we're talking additional, right? My thumb math is correct, around $1,300 more per month on a medium-term rental situation. Now, let's say in any given year, projected into the future, I can charge $3,800. Imagine my monthly cash flow minus my monthly debt service. My monthly cash flow could be at least $1,000 to $2,000, depending on the mortgage balance, how much is my monthly debt service on my income property. Imagine the skyrocketing of cash flow you can achieve. You can have more than one medium-term rental. By the way, medium-term rental, you can do it yourself, self-manage. You can do it remotely and passively doing medium-term rentals. I know it's not all gravy, it's not all perfect. You got to do the work, you got to do the effort and the commitment to put together your system, process, and procedures together. And there's a lot of resources out there available to make this very successful. So anyway, just to show you, real estate investing is truly an amazing investment vehicle. So this is just one example. If I have the ability to use my real estate portfolio, which I have, and to make it a Swiss Army knife, if you will, change it up, reclassify my rental property different ways. So really, so here's the takeaway for you guys on this short video. I call it the trifecta effect. What does it mean? Your income property is a multi-dimensional asset class. You could create a situation where you can do a short-term rental, medium-term rental, or long-term rental. This is the amazing flexibility you have. Right now, it's the greatest renters nation in U.S. history. There are overabundance of renters out there always bidding against each other to rent your unit all across America, not just for right now, but the foreseeable future, years and decades to come. So you're not going to have a shortage of renters that are knocking down your door so you can rent it out and have your renter make you rich. Real estate wealth can be created under any economic situation or conditions right now, doesn't matter, or in the future. So to do a recap, I always show this on my video because you need to engrave and digest and brainwash and condition yourself into thinking that for each rental property you own, you are on the cusp, on the verge of owning a property. Is history's most powerful and proven multi-dimensional real estate asset class. It's the world's greatest wealth building investment vehicle. You can get paid 4 ways, even more than 4 ways. Cash flow, increasing rent on a year-over-year, passive income in the future, receive a massive amount of tax benefit, okay? And your property on a historical basis will increase 3 to 5% year over year. There are some concerns as we're experiencing a little bit this past year on this current economic environment, but over time, you could expect at least 3 to 5% equity growth appreciation. And then the power of leverage, OPM, is other people's money. You leverage your mortgage company by getting an amazing 30-year fixed rate mortgage. You can leverage your property. And so at the end of the day, the great Warren Buffett said, be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. Folks, you need to be greedy in a good way because a lot of people are very fearful out there. So when there's a crisis, there's an opportunity, income property. If you do it the right way, if you buy in the right location, if you surround yourself with a good team, if you do your research and due diligence, if you surround yourself with a reputable team, they could, wherever market in the country, then you could become very successful. All right, so I have much more resources. This is a very short video. I'm sure you guys walking away from this video wanting more information, but I just want to share with you my own personal portfolio. As I look at my portfolio, I have so much flexibility to convert most of my long-term real estate portfolio into medium-term. I'm not saying I'm going to convert all my rental properties into a medium-term rental, but you see the numbers, right? I show you the mind-boggling numbers, the cash flow, the rent you can collect. And, you know, medium term rental is not that hard. Anybody can do it if you're focused, if you're disciplined, if you put in the work. Not that much work. You can do it. You can self manage. If you want, you can do a property manager. And yeah, it's not that difficult. You learn more about it. Anyway, that's all I have to say. This is Si Wing Yi. And if you see a lot of value from this video, please smash the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also put your email into our email database so you can learn more about what we do within our real estate investing community so you can become a successful long-term wealth builder through real estate. Thank you so much. This is Si Wing Yi. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.